So let me take you back to just a couple of months ago. I had just returned from an incredible trip to Japan, and this wasn't just any trip. It was a journey of discovery, cultural immersion, and of course, delicious sake. I attended a sake tasting class where I learned about the nuances of this traditional drink. After much consideration, I selected a beautiful, expensive bottle, not just for myself, but for my husband and me, a little piece of Japan to share together. I'm not really a big drinker, you know? My husband and I are more about enjoying a glass of wine during a cozy dinner rather than partying it up. But this sake, it had sentimental value. I wanted it to be a special, shared experience. Along with that, I had an unopened bottle of German wine gifted to me by a friend just a few months earlier. It was meant to be savored, not guzzled down in a night of revelry. Now here's where things get complicated. My husband, bless him, kept asking if he could share the sake with his dad, his cousin, or friends. I would respond, firmly, no, absolutely not. I thought I had made myself clear. I even reminded him that this was a souvenir, a personal treasure. Yet I also remembered that he had refused it once when I opened it for him, saying he had a headache. So I thought, okay, fine. He gets it. He respects my wishes. Fast forward to 3 days ago. I was away for the night, and he had friends over after a pub night. Honestly, I didn't even think twice about it. I figured he'd respect the boundaries we had set. I mean, we had talked about it a million times. But the next day I casually asked him about the sake. And what does he say? With this nonchalant attitude, he tells me he shared the sake and the unopened wine with his friends. I was stunned. I felt like I had just been punched in the gut. Wait, what? You did what? I could barely get the words out. My heart raced as my mind tried to process the betrayal. He casually said he forgot that I had told him not to give it away. He even added, I don't remember unimportant stuff. Unimportant stuff? I was about to lose it. I mean, I had even given him a bottle of whiskey specifically meant for his friends after I returned from my travels. I thought I was being generous, so I confronted him about it. I was angry, hurt, and just disappointed. I wanted him to understand how significant this was to me. Instead, he flipped the script. He said, don't let this spoil our relationship. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Are you kidding me? I thought. This isn't just about a bottle of sake or wine. This was about respect and boundaries, things that are crucial in any relationship. I mean, isn't it a basic expectation that your partner listens to you when you express your feelings? I was trying to process the fact that he had crossed a major boundary, and he was acting like it was no big deal. In that moment, I realized that this wasn't just about the alcohol. It was about trust, about how we communicate. How could I move forward when he seemed so dismissive of my feelings? And just to clarify, my husband and his friends are not alcoholics. He rarely indulges in drinks, but that doesn't change the fact that this was a clear violation of my trust. So, here I am left wondering if I'm overreacting. AITA for being furious over something he claims is not a big deal, even though I had told him multiple times not to touch it. And then, I think back to his comment about seeing a counselor. Was it really that serious? Should I really be considering therapy over a bottle of sake and wine? But it felt like so much more than that. It was about the principle. It was about me feeling disregarded and unimportant in the eyes of someone I love. Pause for effect, letting the weight of the story settle in the viewers' minds. So I turn to you, my friends. What do you think? Am I overreacting, or should I be concerned about our relationship? How would you handle a situation like this? Let me know in the comments below.